Oh, yeah.
Who am I here with today?
I'm Landon Miller. I'm a junior. My pronouns are he, him.
I'm Luke Thompson. I'm also a junior. Pronouns are also he, him.
I'm Micah Schoenberger. I'm also a junior. My pronouns are he, him.
All right, guys. And I know that you guys are starting your season off pretty soon. You have your first match soon. So, what steps have each of you taken this year to improve upon last year? Or, improve with?
Yeah, I think it goes for all of us. But for me, I've just been practicing and hitting on the simulator, practicing my putting.
Mm-hmm.
Played a couple tournaments over the winter, so just trying to get groove for the season.
Yeah, I've been pretty much doing the same, trying to just stay in shape over the winter to get a lot better during the season and over the summer, so.
Yeah, we've been hitting the gym in the mornings, getting huge for the season. It's just, you got to hit bombs if you want to go low. And then, the captain's practices and, the team lifts, too. Coming up, if you didn't get too much practice in the winter, those captain's practices got us in shape for the season. So I'd say a couple rounds outside, but I'd say mainly that winter off-season work should hopefully set us up for a good season this year.
That's great. How often do you guys practice? Each week, I know there's captain's practices, but how many mandatory practices and stuff like that do you guys do?
During the season, we have practice Monday through Friday. It's an hour and a half each day, 4:30 to 6, up at Eagle Lake, which is a course up in Plymouth. So it's a nice place to have practice at. They have a nice driving range and chipping green and that stuff, so it's a good spot.
Nice. I know this is probably a dumb question, but do you guys prefer putting on the green or virtual?
Definitely putting on the green. And for the last one, I would definitely like to add that all the boys on varsity practice pretty much every day, especially on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure to play a bunch. I already know Mike is out there on the range at least 3 to 4 hours a day.
Yeah, the thing about practice is we just have access to facilities. So you could show up whenever you want with your free range balls. There'll be days when they're 4 to 8, 4 to 9, sometimes. So.
Yeah, no, I get it. So what do you guys do for team building? Do you have a lot of stuff that you do to kind of strengthen the bonds on the team?
I don't know. I think a lot of the team building just comes from some of the fun stuff going.
So I know you guys, you're a big team. So what do you guys do to help do team building or build that bond that you guys have with each other?
I honestly think some of the best team building stuff is just hanging around and messing around with your buddies at practice, and also stuff just going out to eat after matches and stuff is just a lot of fun, and it really brings the team together, I feel like.
Yeah, another thing is, say if someone isn't feeling great or whatever, they'll go talk to our fearless leader, Zach Stillman. Still he has the most positive attitude I think I've ever heard, and if he gives you a little pep talk, you're going to go play well the next round. It's automatically guaranteed.
Yeah, to add to that, coming off the senior year of Charlie Poulter, he really brought the team together. Even despite not playing maybe the best golf what he'd want, he's really good at kind of bringing up the team spirit, I'd say. So with the absence of him as a captain, the entrance of two phenomenal, generational talent, right, our school has seen, with the addition of, like Landon said, Mr. Stillman. So as we develop as more of a younger team with the absence of seniors from last year, I'd say that the influence of sort of the younger players on our team is kind of helping bring that team bonding, kind of bringing together the upperclassmen, the lowerclassmen. So I'd say kind of that bridge is on Mr. Stillman himself. He's very good at including, he knows us very well, but also knows kind of the eighth graders and the freshmen as well. So I feel like having him on the team is important, not just to get low scores out there, but also just to bring us together, which is it's a team sport as much of an individual sport it is, especially in high school. So I can't thank him enough for his presence on the team, and I think it's going to help going into the season. Yeah.
So you guys gonna be having like upcoming matches and like maybe you don't perform that well. So like, what steps do you guys take after like a not your best performance, like after you don't do that well during like a match?
Yeah, I think definitely when we play bad, there's gonna be some harder practicing going on.
Yeah.
But especially one thing that really motivates us is if we play bad, we tend to go to Costco to get pizza there.
Yeah.
Generally, that cheers the team up and increases morale, and then play just skyrockets, start shooting low numbers, and I mean, it just gets better then.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's also like hard to tell because I mean, we'll just play schools, we'll just like destroy them, and it's like we gotta judge. It's a game of you're only playing against yourself. So I mean, these other schools we play, I mean, it's.
All right, we'll cut this. Hey, take out.
So, I mean, it's all about beating yourself and improving, day to day. And we'll play against other teams. Maybe don't like much of a developed golf team, and it's just like we're not, we may beat them, but that's not what we're satisfied with, because we know we got higher competition, coming against us. We got those, the Benildes and the Edinas who, maybe they're a tier above us, but they don't see us kind of creeping in there. So, I would say even like the victories we still treat as losses, and that's kind of like the how we build, as a team. But I'd say if it's it's a hard day, we just get together, maybe do a little team chant or something.
I'd like to say this too. We shot our team low last year, all time school history lowest score ever.
Yeah,
1 under par, and we were disappointed.
Yeah.
As we wanted better. We wanted to shoot 2 under par.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what we were doing.
Yeah, I mean, every missed putts, that's an opportunity to go one stroke lower, So, mental errors, you got, just maybe you're not focused in on a couple of holes, but, if you have 68 shots, every shot counts. And, if you focus maybe one, a little bit more on one shot, could be one less stroke. So, we're never really quite satisfied, until, we reach the, the goal of a winning state as a team. So, yeah.
And you guys think that you're going to state?
I mean, I think I'd say we are. I mean, the Edinas and the Benildes, they may think they're better than us, but, they don't have like that fight in them. They don't know what it's like to come down, we're down 1-3 in the series maybe, but, we got, 2 more years, and they got a couple, random ass seniors, but we got, some rising juniors here, generational talent with the bridge of the younger generation as well. So, I wouldn't say they just like put us in the, the state tournament already, but I'd say, I'm liking our chances to go out there and, potentially secure some hardware for the school.
Yeah,
they don't got the St. Louis Park Spirit, right?
I was going to say, especially with the addition of sections being moved from Edina's home course at Braemar to Mystic Lake, where we'll have a huge advantage because all of Edina's players tend to spray it way offline, whereas we're very straight.
Very straight.
Mm-hmm. So it just definitely gives us a huge advantage over Edina. So I think we'll be able to capitalize on that this year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to, the end of the season. It seems far away, but, every day, every practice, that grinding, it's all going to come together at the end, looking forward to that. So, I mean, especially talking about like Mystic Lake, moving, onto that, the meadows out there, I'd say, it's a course of decision making, which is, a lot of sport, but kind of Braemar, you kind of just mess around out there at those, par fives. But I'd say, especially with, Mr. Stillman, I'd say his prime decision making on the course is unmatched, and something I'm really trying to use as well in my golf game. So I think he can really capitalize. Maybe not the biggest hitter on the course or whatever, but really playing strategic golf is something that's really important. So I think he's gonna be able to capitalize. Maybe as our 5 or 6 guys sneak up into that 4 or 3 range and maybe secure himself a spot at state if we don't make it as a team.
Yeah, for sure. Elite decision making on the course, in the elections, in school. I mean,
in school, everywhere. He's just a really great motivation. I think this course is going to really set up for him. It's not about how far you hit; it's about how smart you play. And he's a very smart man, very well accomplished. So I think he can really capitalize on those skills for himself. In the coming month.
Yeah, that sounds good. So you talked about sections earlier. Like, what steps do you take as like a team to like get like prepared for sections, like even mentally and like physically?
Yeah, I'll start it. So, we'll probably have a couple practice rounds out there. Really get kind of the yardage book dialed in, get all the greens reading and stuff. Usually use like putt view to try to get the slope, degrees change in the slope of the green, if you can kind of understand that. But we'll go out there, walk the course probably a couple times, play a couple rounds, and then, kind of just go home, look at Google Earth, study the course really, really well so you kind of know your way around it. And other than that, just putting that practice, that's when you're really out there till 9 o'clock at night out at Eagle Lake. Everybody's left, but it's just you out there and you're just kind of locked in, focused on, grinding that out. And, you got to situate yourself on the range, play through the holes, you got to get ready because there's going to be big moments out there and, you don't want to choke like that. So you got to, really lock in, get to know the course, but get to know yourself as well. Super important.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to add is that our team, we always peak at the right time at sections. Early in the year, not always our best. We still dominate, not our best. But by the time we get to sections, we're really dialed in, and we shoot some really good numbers. So I think by then we should have a really good chance.
Yeah.
All right. Any last thoughts from any of you guys?
Say definitely pop out to some matches this year if you want to miss school. We got, really good talent, really good-looking people, really smart people, really cool people. So, it's, just a fun time. And, even if you play some bad golf, cool thing about this team is we just got some phenomenal people, on our roster, despite the absence of some, more elite, phenomenal people. So, just looking forward to a good season,
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for stopping by.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to this upcoming golf season.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.